Howdy. Y'all know, I got to thinking the other day, you know, when your life seems like it's burning down to the ground, there's always three types of people that show up. The first one brings a bullhorn. They're quick to announce how bad a predicament you've gotten yourself in, and are focused strictly on diagnosing the problem. They bring the bullhorn so that they can bark criticism and give orders from a comfortable enough distance to not get dirty. And they want to make sure that you and everyone else hears how right they are about their assessments. They like to justify their arrogance as a sense of duty to tell the hard truth, and like to pat themselves on the back for it. They may genuinely have good intentions, and what they bring may be helpful after the fact, maybe to prevent it in the future, but during they're actually more of a hindrance. The second type of person brings a blanket, and they like to wrap you up tight in it. They try to shield you from how bad the situation is and try to hug you and blanket you in pity. They're almost always well-intentioned and genuinely do come from the right place, but their attempts to coddle tend to be more of a hindrance, a distraction, than they are actually helpful. And then there's the third person. They're the ones who bring a bucket. Someone who recognizes the urgency of the situation and responds accordingly, letting action take the place of opinion or emotional appeal. They don't waste time and effort diagnosing blame, and they don't get bogged down by the emotion of the situation. They just jump in and help however they can. They're not afraid to get in there with you, and may offer some outside perspective to nudge you in the right direction while they're in there with you. And typically it's because they've gone through the fire themselves and made it out. When God blesses me with the opportunity to be helpful to someone, I tend to challenge myself with a question. What am I bringing to the fire? Am I bringing a bullhorn, a blanket, or a bucket? I have to challenge myself that way because the initial reaction instinctively tends to lean towards criticism or coddling. Both of them are a selfish waste of effort, with focus on making myself feel a false sense of accomplishment, and genuinely are ineffective in actually making me of service to someone. You know, a while back I saw a friend of mine on the street, and I really felt bad about the condition he was in, and I called my sponsor immediately to express just how much it hurt me to see him that way. And when I told him I would pray for the guy, my sponsor responded with, well, you know, you could do that if it'll make you feel better, but you could also take him a sandwich and a helping hand and actually help him get better. See, if I'm going to be an instrument for God, I better be willing to put in the work. Otherwise, I'm just a shiny tool without a purpose. So the next time you see someone struggling and you want to offer your input, I want to challenge you to ask yourself, what am I bringing? Thank y'all for listening, and God bless.